Let's start a new program. I'm going to call this Introduction to Inheritance. Intro to Inheritance. And public static. So again, this is Introduction to Inheritance. That's really what the program is going to do. Intro to Inheritance. And let's say we have a class here. We're going to talk about employees here. So new class. Save this one, yep. I didn't mean to close it, but I'll open it back. File, new class. And this class is going to be called employees. Again, no public static, only the main program. And the other one, intro to inheritance, that's the other one. And this is the employees right there. Let's move it here. So this is my main class there. So for employees, what kind of information you need? Now, well, let me leave it alone. Let's leave this one alone. Let's say we have different employees. Here we go. So we're going to have new, another class. These are some of the employees we're going to have here. Class. And these are the drivers. So we have people who drive, the drivers. Finish. So we have a class called drivers. Let's say we have another class. File, new, class, and who we have here? Cooks. So we have the cooks and the drivers. Some people cook for all our employees. So now if you want to keep information about drivers, you have to go and get the information about every one of them. Like, what is the employee number? What is the first name? What's the last name? What's the age? What's the address? When you get to the cooks there, it's the same thing. Now, let's take the drivers. What kind of information I need to know about them? Maybe the name. So you can say, well, the name. And so that's the string name. We need the name of that driver. We need maybe integer, the age. We need, what else? What kind of information? Name, age, the address, and all the stuff. Too much to write there, so I'll skip the address. Driver's license. Let's see, that's string. DL, driver license. And you also might need, what else you might need for the driver? Violations. Yes, no, police violation, driving violations. So that's Boolean. Now, when you get to the cooks, we don't care about their driver violation, driver license number. I don't care about that. So we'll get to the cook. What do we need? We need their name, which is string. And what else do we need? That's name. We need their age, integer. Age. Maybe I need to know also What else for the cooks we need to know? Culinary school, Boolean. Culinary school. Did they go to cooking school to learn how to cook? True, false. So you can see drivers and cooks share a couple of things. Share what? Name. Share age. Cooks, they have also the name and they have the age. And if you have another string, you got to put them in there too. I mean, another class. Well, why can I create a superclass? Maybe I can put this information in my superclass, and these two classes can actually use that information. So let me cut both of these. Copy or cut. So there's more information in it in this class, in the subclass, but in the superclass, that's the parent class, I'm going to put that information. And now let me save this one. And let's say we have a method here. Maybe I want, oh, there's my method right there, sorry. My method may be void get name, curly bracket to open it, curly bracket to close it, return name. That should be capital N. Return name. Oh, I know why, because we said void. Can't be void, because you're returning something that's Boolean. Oh, name is string. The other one is string. Give the name, and now that's fine. And we have another method, which is integer. Returns an integer value. Get what? Age, and that will return the age. Return the age. And we have a third method that will set the values. So this is void. It doesn't return anything, just assigns the value. Set values, set info. And that expects two things from me. It's going to expect the name and the age. So I'm going to call string n, comma, INTA. So it's going to expect two things. In the two things, I'm going to take the name now and let the name equals n, and I'm going to let the age equals a. So that's actually my super class, and this is my subclass. I didn't make them subclasses yet.
In all these different methods.
So now let's go back here, the driver, and I want to tell them to use the information in this one, in employees. So I'm going to go right there after drivers. So this class called drivers, I'm going to say what? Extends. And I want it to use employees. Which means now they'll know what name is, they'll know what age is. That method will have access to this, and all of these. will inherit all of these, the methods and the variable type here. Let me save this one. Let me save this one. And let me go back to cooks here and do the same thing. Let's extend that. Extends. And it's going to extend with employees. So in addition to having just this one Boolean cooking school there, you also have with it the name and the age. Just like the drivers will have driver license, violations, also is going to have the name and the age. So let me save each one of these. Looks like I saved that one. What about this one? Looks like I saved it. Now let's get to the main program. And now I'm going to go into my main program and start doing stuff in it. And then we'll test it to see if it works. Now remember, I have a method called class. I mean a class called driver, a class called cooks, not method, a class called driver. So let's go right here and go, I have a driver. Let's give it a name. Drivers, I think I use with an S. DR1, driver 1. New drivers. And, oh, where's my equal sign? I'm missing my equal sign. Drivers, lowercase. I use lowercase right there. Lowercase drivers. And I have cooks here. We'll call them CK1. That's cook 1 equals new. And this person belongs to the cooking class. Now, can I here go and let's say driver 1, dr1, dot what? I want to assign a value to it. Can I say driver 1 dot name equals, I use capital R, that's why it didn't show up. I was wondering why I didn't see anything. That's a capital R. And notice what's showing up here. All these here. I can only use these because that's a driver, these two, and I can also use these two with it. I can't use that one. I didn't extend that one. So I can use the information here in the parent, that's in the superclass, and I can use the information in the subclass. So driver 1 dot name equals Frank Stevens. Oh. DR1 dot in employee here, age dot age equals 21. And I can go dr1 dot, and let's look at drivers. What other information? Violation. Does he have any more like driving violations? I don't know if I use lowercase. I'll just go dot and I'll pick violation because I don't know if I use lower uppercase, lowercase. And that's equals to false. And I can go to cook1 now. ck1, oh, dot, and the name of the cook1 equals, again, cook1 shares the name and the age, and also cooking school. So cook1 here, let's go back here. Well, let's use the method actually in cook1. Let's do this. Cook1 dot, what did we call the method to assign the value? Set information, set info. Cook1 dot set info. Where's set info? Somewhere here I should have set info, right there. And we're going to give it the name of the person. The name is, this is the cook. Marie Fonseca. And her age is 27. So here I'm using the method. Notice besides just using the variables there, everything in the super class I can actually use. So here it says give the name and the age to that person. And we also have what? Cooking school. So if you want to add that later, you can go back and go, you know what? I can't add it in set info because it wasn't there. I can go ck1 dot cooking school equals true. She did go to cooking school. Oh, that's one, not exclamation point. And if I have another one, ck, well, I gotta do another one, cook2 here, or driver2, drivers2, oh, drivers, dr2, that's number 2, equals new drivers. And I can go right here and go dr2 dot set info. Let's give it the information. And we have a name for the driver. And the name is Len Granaveld. I don't know how I spell Granaveld. I think something like that. And let's say the age is 42. And I don't care about the rest of the information for Len Granaveld and the other ones. That's it. So this class and this class is inheriting all the information that you see in the superclass. That's why these two are called subclasses. That's a superclass. So if I want to print now the 3 people, I just go syso. Let's see if it's working. And let's print driver1 dot name plus a couple of spaces. I'm just going to do the ages plus driver1 dot age. That will tell me if it's actually working. And now let's copy that and paste it 2 more times so we can do all 3 employees. Driver2 dot name and driver3 dot name, or cook1. Oh, command V, cook1, ck1. Let me save it. Let's run them and see if it's working. And what do you know? There's all 3 of them. It looks like I put a space with Frank here. That's why there's that space there. That's really how inheritance works. Just introduction to it. We'll do more with it. So I'll stop here.